Finga un down, non catangi la cosa che mi tocca tutti cagare.
I'm Jason Brown.
I'm Jimmy T.
Other known as DJ Beepa.
DJ T-Sizzle.
That's right. And you are watching Skippable News, where you can skip to the parts you want and the menu and the options below. But only if you're watching on YouTube. Anywhere else, like Optimum Channel 3, Facebook, other platforms, you can't skip. So, but why would you want to skip? And this is a show about the people in our community. This is our Independence Day episode, which happens to fall every year on the 4th of July. And I paid Jimmy a really nice compliment on the radio about his tie earlier. Can't say what he had to say about my hat, but this is going to be a 2-week-long episode, so don't expect another one on the 4th of July. We just decided we'd get it out there early. What can we expect in this episode, Mr. T?
Mayor Kong, the Sheriff's Department, the Police Department, the Bishop Fire Department, and more.
Yeah, we got Fred Rowe, too.
We got Fred Rowe.
Yeah. It's going to be an exciting episode, but more than anything, there's one message that we want to get out to you. It's that we want you to be able to celebrate the 5th of July with all 5 digits. That means being safe and not being like this guy. Anything else we want to say?
Say goodbye. Tell him you've had a nice life with him.
No, be safe, be sane, don't start fires.
Have a great Independence Day.
Oh, we forgot to mention. Make sure that you go out to each of the different Facebook pages. You can go to ours, but you'd have to scroll a lot. But go to Southern Inyo Healthcare District. They're doing something wonderful down there in Lone Pine for the hospital residents. Go to the Independence Civic Club and find out about all the activities that they're having in Independence, California. Head on onto the Bishop Visitors website and find out what's going on, or to the City of Bishop for the 4th of July in the park, all the festivities that'll be happening there. Go to the Mammoth Lakes Chamber of Commerce website, find out all the wonderful things with the parade that are happening in Mammoth and their events, as well as the fireworks that they'll be having at Crowley Lake.
And Independence Day start with a breakfast.
Yeah.
I mean, just all day long, and have a safe and happy Independence Day. Remember, John Adams said there should be lots of cannon fire and flags and fun.
And if you have pets or anything like that, make sure you put them in a room where they're not going to be afraid, but let everybody else enjoy and celebrate their Independence Day on the 4th of July. And remember, celebrate the 5th with all 5 digits on both hands by being safe. I'm Jason Brown.
I'm Jimmy T.
And you are watching Skippable News, and these are the people that shape our community. Roll episode.
Hi, this is Karen Kong, Mayor of the City of Bishop, wishing you and your family a safe and happy 4th of July from me and all of the City of Bishop. Happy Independence Day.
Hi, my name is Lindsey Stine, and I'm the Community Relations Liaison for the Inyo County Sheriff's Office. Today, we're going to kind of be discussing the 4th of July and the upcoming events, but we're going to start off with some of the more serious topics of safety. So definitely beware of fireworks. A lot of fireworks are prohibited in Inyo County due to the wildfire precautions that are in place. And so we're going to stick to the safe and sane. It's on the label of all the fireworks that are allowed and legal. So if it doesn't say that on there, then it's probably prohibited. You can find more information on this at CAL FIRE or BLM or U.S. National Forest Service. They have great information. And let's not forget, on those lands, those are definitely prohibited. And then we're going to move to drinking and driving, or driving under the influence. Let's be safe. Let's everybody get back to their families. Let's enjoy the holidays. But if you're under the influence or thinking about driving and it's not safe, don't do it. Call for a ride, plan ahead. And last but not least, let's just have a good time. You know, 4th of July is fun for everybody, and I think that it's just good to be safe. And that'll bring me to, for emergencies, you want to call 911, and that would be fire, accident on the road. And then for non-emergencies, you'd call our non-emergency dispatch at 760-878-0383, and they'll be able to assist you. Next, we're going to tie right on into all of the upcoming events for the 4th of July. It's definitely a busy few days, starting from the 1st all the way through the 4th. There's a celebration going on in Bishop for the 4th of July. It's at the Bishop City Park, and that's got food, drink, music, and then later in the evening, fireworks. So that starts at about 11 a.m. You can find more information on a lot of our social medias, or you can go to the Bishop Visitor Guide. And then down in Independence, it's always fun with the name Independence for Independence Day. We've got, starting on July 3rd, they've got the meet going for the Deep Pit Barbecue. And then the Owens Valley Pool at the school should be open from 10 to 12 for adult swim and 1 to 6 for normal swim. Then on July 4th, we have the pancake breakfast. That starts at 6:30. Then we move into the parade, which is always super fun. Lots of water fun, awesome floats this year. And then after that, they have quite a bit of going on for the Slim Princess. They've got kids game at 2 p.m. at the park. And then they have the fireworks in the afternoon, in the evening. And then that would kind of wrap up our 4th of July. Thanks so much for listening and have a great day.
Hello, this is Jimmy T with Eye on Inyo. Today we're honored to have Officer John. He's the PIO for the Bishop Police Department.
Yeah.
Officer John, welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Great to see you.
Yes.
So we have Independence Day coming up, and you kind of wanted to talk about some of the things to think about to have a great holiday.
Yes, absolutely. So tomorrow is 1 week until the 4th of July. There's a lot of festivities that are going to be taking place. The 4th in the park. We want to remind everybody to have a fun, safe day in the park, and then enjoy the evening with the Bishop Fire Department fireworks show.
Awesome. Now, is there anything people should worry about on a personal basis?
On a personal basis, remember to stay hydrated. When it comes to using fireworks, if you're children, make sure you have an adult around. And don't light off illegal fireworks.
What about my machine gun? Can I shoot it into the air?
Absolutely not. No.
Darn. So
Absolutely not.
No firearms, no fireworks, unless they're safe and sane fireworks.
That is correct. Safe and sane fireworks only. Just know that the Bishop Police Department will be in full force 4th of July night. And
you have the maximum rollout, don't you?
We do, yeah. We have our entire department working that night. If we do catch you with illegal fireworks, they will be confiscated, and you could receive a ticket.
Wow. So what about DUI? Does it cover alcohol or anything more now?
With alcohol, if you do plan on drinking or being under the influence of alcohol on the 4th of July, we recommend that you have a designated sober driver.
Now, what about other chemicals? Because DUI covers more than alcohol now.
It does. It covers quite a bit of stuff. If you plan on using anything, we recommend having a sober driver.
And it covers prescription as well.
That is correct.
Yeah, so, officer, I'm not drinking, yes, but you have a prescription that says do not drive.
Absolutely. Yep.
Cool. And so you'll always be on the lookout for fire, and you're not there to harass people. You're there to keep them safe.
Correct. We're here to protect the public.
Cool. And you said there's not going to be a booth?
No, we will have no booth at the city park.
Oh, darn, because city council is getting out ice cream and pie.
They are. It should be a good time.
Should be a good time.
Should be a good time.
Do you have anything else for us today?
I don't believe so. Just enjoy your 4th of July. Remember to be safe. Do not light illegal fireworks. Only safe and sane within the city limits.
No. Will you have any cooling stations around? Or
I believe there's going to be some cooling stations throughout the park, but stay tuned to the Bishop Fire Department. They will have some cooling stations.
Yeah, Chief Brussel and Chris Costello over there, they're great. They're
Absolutely.
Cool. Officer Jan, PIO, Bishop Police Department, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Be tremendous. This is Jimmy T with Eye on Inyo and the Bishop Police Department. Be tremendous. Have a great Independence Day. Hello, this is Jimmy T with Eye on Inyo. Today we're honored to have Chris Costello, PIO for the Bishop Fire Department. Welcome, Chris.
Thank you
for coming.
You're welcome. Glad to be here.
Now, we're coming up on Independence Day, and I think you have a couple of objects to talk about.
Yeah, it's fire season, and we all have to be really careful about any kind of ignition sources, whether you're camping or barbecuing, if you're towing a trailer and your train drags, that starts a lot of fires. Careless cigarette out the window.
Catalytic converters.
Catalytic converters, if you're off-road, really be careful where you park because it can ignite a fire. And it's never a good time to have a fire, but we have windy afternoons and those fires can get driven and be really hard to put out. But it's also fireworks season. We're celebrating Independence Day. And I just want to say from the very start that the illegal fireworks, in my experience of 20 years as a firefighter, are the ones that we've gone on and put out fires. And the biggest reason for that is, they either explode and spread out further than people think they're going to, or the ones that shoot up in the air and explode up in the air. A lot of times that cardboard, when it comes back down, can still be smoldering.
Yeah.
And so what happens is they're busy lighting them off and they don't see a fire right away, but it sits there in some dry brush and eventually ignites. And then they may not even notice it until it's rather large. So those are the kind of fires that I've been on while I've been on the Bishop Fire Department. The safe and sane fireworks do not launch in the air and they do not explode. And so I guess the biggest thing I'd say is be smart. Just like you're not going to barbecue in dry brush, make sure you have precautions. If you're going to set off the illegal fireworks, then clear a good area. Make sure you're on dirt without brush around. Do it on pavement or concrete. And then be prepared. Have an extinguisher, have a hose, have buckets of water, but something that you can mitigate a fire that might start from your fireworks.
Should you go ahead and water your lawn heavily the day before 4th of July?
Not a bad precaution to make sure that anything that's nearby that could start on fire is wet down ahead of time. But things dry out in time, so it may take several applications.
Absolutely. What else about the 4th of July?
Hey, the Bishop Fire Department has for many, many years put on a fireworks show. We have a professional pyrotechnic guy on the department. And if you've been around, you know that our show rivals many, many big shows that happen all over the world. And so it's free. Come out to the Bishop City Park. I want to say that starts around 4 o'clock with festivities and bands and music and vendors. You can get food there.
Free ice cream and pie from the city. Sorry.
Is there?
Yeah.
Wow. I better come there. Yeah. So come out when it's completely dark, usually around 9 o'clock, the show starts. It's broadcast, or the music is broadcast on KBOV and KBIS. And the show is synchronized to some very good music. And it's a great time had by all. So awesome. We invite you to come out. And the Bishop Volunteers actually pay for that show. And so we appreciate all of the businesses that donate to that to help cover the expenses. But we invite you to come out.
If someone wanted to donate, where would they send funds?
Just to the Bishop Fire Department.
And then in the subject line, put fireworks? Or?
Yep. And it'll go to the show. Yeah. Just put a note on there that it's to help with our fireworks show. So be safe, have fun, call 911 right away. If something gets out of control, or before it gets out of control, we can always stop coming if you call and say we got it out. But we thank you for being fire safe this 4th of July.
And like you said, fire is one of those things. Be overcautious. Be safe rather than sorry.
That's right.
Call 911. Okay, it's nothing. Fine.
Yeah.
But
any question. Be careful with those fireworks you set off. They can stay hot for a long time. So you may not start a fire, but if you try and move them with your hands, you might get burned. So,
or exploded.
Be careful.
This is Jimmy. Officer Costello, thank you very much. This is Jimmy T with Eye on Inyo Mono, the Bishop Fire Department, PIO Chris Costello, and Independence Day. Be tremendous.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Jimmy T with Eye on Inyo Mono. Today we're honored to have Bishop Mayor Karen Kong, the amazing, the one and the only. Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So tell me, what's happening next week? Well, what's happening in the near distant future?
Well, of course, it's one of my favorite holidays, 4th of July. So we're going to have our big event in the park with watermelon eating contests, and you can come get free pie and ice cream from the city council. And of course, rounding the day off with fireworks at 9 p.m.
Awesome. That's great. Now, is this a joint production?
This is a Bishop Fire Department production. They do the whole thing. They've got all the bells and whistles. They know how to do it. I stay the heck away from it. They don't want me there anywhere near there, but I can serve pie and ice cream.
Is anyone else contributing money, fireworks?
I got nothing. Don't ask me that question. We do have free entry to the pool. all afternoon on the 4th. So anyone who wants to do that, we got the pool all refurbished, so it's in really great shape. And I don't know if you've noticed, but we have all these new lounge chairs at the pool. Yeah, we're stepping up our game there at the Bishop City Park pool.
That's great. And Bishop City Park is excellent. I mean, it's just top notch.
It's a pretty spectacular place to hang out for a day or two or a week.
Yeah, and you're getting the new soccer field in the back.
We are working on a new soccer field. What we're working on first before we do a new soccer field is we're going to update the master park plan. It hasn't been updated in several years, and things change in a community. So we want to make sure the community has good inputs as far as what they want to see from our park. We don't want to take what people said 10, 15 years ago and do that. We want to make sure that the people who live here now get what they want. So we're going to update that. We're going to have some public meetings. It's going to be good.
Cool. Now, may I rat you out on what you just told me?
Sure.
KQED, really? That's great. Ladies and gentlemen, we are sitting with a real star.
No. She didn't record my voice. She just took some notes. So who knows if I know. It's fine. I was a little dazed and confused yesterday after my drive home. But yeah, they wanted to talk about the public lands sell-off and what that would mean for Bishop. So we did a little talk about the devastation for all of us tourist-based towns that it would do.
I actually read the original law, whatever it was.
Bill. Mm-hmm.
It was so vague, and it's like, it was rife for abuse. Just, you could smell her.
I have, it's a tiny little picture so no one could see it but me, but I have a picture on my phone of all of the areas that they were talking about in California, Nevada, and Utah. And it's just, there's they got orange for BLM lands and green for Forest Service lands. And there's very little white in between any of that. It's really frightening.
Yes.
So we were thrilled yesterday that they pulled it. At least temporarily. We'll see what that means, if they're going to bring it back or they're going to try to sneak it in some other way. We got to pay pretty close attention. But for now, it's out.
No bad bill goes away forever.
Oh, come on. That's very pessimistic of you.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Maybe we just were loud enough voices here at all of the areas that have public land.
I hope so.
I hope so, too.
Golly, I hope so.
See?
Mickey Rooney, let's have a play.
Yes.
So will there be shuttle service if someone has too much to drink at the park? Or is drinking allowed this?
Why do you ask me questions I don't know the answers to?
Oh, sorry. We'll cut that.
It's okay. Usually shuttle service is provided by Eastern Sierra Transit, but I don't know their guy. This is all just stuff I know. Their guy just had surgery, and so he hasn't been, the nighttime guy that hasn't been
Oh my.
there for a while. So I don't know if he's back or not. So well, but excuse me. One of the things that's really great about the park is that it's just such a terrific place to just come with your family and hang out and have a good time and play, bring your family and your grandparents and your grandkids. And if you don't have any of those around with you and you're just a family of two or a family of one, come out and hang out and meet some new people. It just feels like a hometown event. I love it being in the park.
And both of the gazebos are just outstanding. It's so much fun.
Yeah, and everything looks, our park people do just an amazing job at keeping everything looking really nice, and lawns mowed and trees trimmed and the whole 9 yards.
The pond stocked, yeah.
Yeah. No pond.
Sorry.
No fishing in the pond.
No fishing in the pond.
No.
And no personal fireworks. It's not a good thing right now.
Yeah, it's safe and sane fireworks are one thing. But yeah, I get concerned about fireworks. I grew up in a town that had no fireworks at all. Fireworks were illegal. We had a fireworks display, but the actual personal fireworks were illegal. And so I'm one who's very concerned about fireworks. But yeah, safe and sane.
But seriously, this is a great Independence Day coming up. There's lots of stuff at the park.
Yeah. I just want to wish everyone a happy 4th of July. I hope you come out and see me at the free pie and ice cream. And
Did you say pie throwing?
Pie.
Throwing?
No, not pie throwing. If you want to come throw a pie at me, you'll have to ask. Don't just throw.
Don't you have to make a donation to some charity?
No.
No?
No.
So if I don't have to give you $100 if I want to throw a pie in your...
No, please.
You should know your own worth.
Yeah, but I also don't, whatever. If people are upset at me and want to throw, or they think it's fun to throw something, I don't even know why we're talking about this. Let's get all this part out of here.
Because you're serving the pie.
I'm serving the pie and ice cream.
Awesome.
They're pieces though, so it won't make too much of a mess anyway.
It was from the city council.
It's from the city council. Yes, the city council, all of us will be there, or as many of us who are in town will be there, and we serve and we talk to the public, and it's one of my favorite things about the 4th of July.
Absolutely. The park on the 4th of July. This is Jimmy T with the amazing Mayor Karen Kong, and we're on Eye on Inyo Mono today, Bishop and Independence Day.
I'm Jason Brown. I'm here with Mark Hatter, and what is your position with the Bishop Community Band?
I am the conductor and the director.
Okay. Now, how long has the Bishop Community Band been playing?
Since 1965.
Wow, that is a long time.
Yeah.
That goes all the way back to when my dad's day of being here.
Yes.
Growing up as
we have several members, Mike Holland among them, who had started playing in the band in 1965. And they were 11 years old.
Wow.
They still come and still play. Yeah.
Wow. Now, what kind of music? Well, first, let's back up before we start with what type of music. Where do you play?
We play in the gazebo at the front of the park.
Right, not the back, but in the front.
The gazebo was actually built for the band when the musicians in 1965 discovered that they were getting a lot of mosquito bites.
From being back towards the pond?
Yeah, just sitting in the grass.
Oh, yeah, you get this. So they wanted to get us a little bit. So the rest of the people now get to enjoy the mosquito.
They put down a blanket, spray your
area. Yeah, use a little deep, be safe. So what kind of music does the Bishop Community Band play?
We have a wide variety from Sousa marches to Bananarama to we actually did we got some new music recently. We've got the theme from The Mandalorian.
Wow, are you serious?
A collection of tunes from Hamilton.
Wow.
So we play, all kinds. We have a specialty. We kind of do jazz as well.
Right. I've known you guys for jazz, yeah. But I can't believe that. Mandalorian, Hamilton, that's a lot of new material there.
Yes.
How often do you guys practice to get together?
About once a week.
At the concert?
No. Now that was the deal for years and years. We never rehearsed.
Really?
I call the season is starting, and let's have a couple of rehearsals. And so people would come up and they'd rehearse twice. But since we've got a couple new members, Phil and Sherry moved here about 7 years ago. And there's a lot more enthusiasm. And Phil agreed that he conducts the band. He and Sherry organize the music, and he said, I said, I'm driving up from Independence. If there's less than 10 people, I'm not coming. And he said, I'll rehearse anybody who shows up. And so I just Sunday, I rehearsed. And we had about 12 people in the band room. So short answer, about once a week.
Okay.
And
awesome.
we go through the music that we're going to do that week.
Okay. And you usually play on Mondays, is that right?
Mondays religiously, yes.
Okay. And the time?
Is 8 o'clock, 8 to 9.
8 to 9, so that's exactly an hour.
And then we, in the fall, probably after Labor Day, they move it a little bit earlier because it gets darker and colder.
It definitely gets darker and colder. Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. So 8 o'clock on Monday nights at the gazebo in the front of the park. Just park over there over by the Bishop Visitor Center area, cross over the bridge and head on over to the gazebo. And you guys start pretty much 8.
Right at 8. Yeah, we're
at
punctual. In fact, we show up, you don't listen to us before 8 because we do a little bit of rehearsing.
So
Get that.
if you're there before 8, you're getting the warm up. Now tell me, what type of instruments are being played?
Brass and woodwind. So a flute, clarinet, saxophone, trumpet, trombone, baritone, horn, also percussion. So it's a band, the traditional kind of a band, like maybe John Philip Sousa would have come through town, 120, 130 years ago.
Wow, that is so exciting. Well, this is Mark Hatter. I appreciate him coming up. He came early this evening. Now we're filming on a Monday. Obviously, you're watching on a Thursday or Friday or some other time in the future. But he is going to leave here to go meet up with some friends, and they're going to go do a concert tonight. Do you have your playlist?
I do.
What? Obviously, it's over by the time they're watching. But what would we have tonight?
Tonight we have. I always have about 16 songs,
Okay.
15 songs.
Okay.
We always end with Moonglow. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Nice.
We always open with the Sousa March. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Love it.
And I've been practicing because I'm going to sing tonight. I'm going to
Wow.
this could be the start of something big. We're also playing a compilation of Western themes called Blazing Bones of the West, which
Getting a thumb up from Jimmy back there. He likes that one. Well, this sounds like a lot of fun, guys. And of course, you missed this one that we're recording on today. Or maybe you didn't. Maybe you were there. But if you haven't heard of the Bishop Band, they play every Monday, 8 p.m. at the Bishop City Park in the front at the gazebo. Make sure you go there at least once or twice this summer. Bring a blanket, definitely bring some DEET or something to spray around, and you'll be fine and you'll have a good time. And mosquito abatement does a pretty good job these days.
yes,
So park is a pretty safe place. Well, I'm Jason Brown, Laughing Ferret Productions, Sierra Way Media. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Mark, for coming in.
it's been my pleasure.
Yeah. Guys, we're back. Quick little insert. We'll fit it right in here between this and this. We need to do a shout out to Mike Holland. He is the band producer. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes, and we want to thank him for everything that he's done. We want to thank every band member too as well for all your participation, the time you put into this. And if you want to, you can come up and hand them a donation if you'd like. But these are absolutely 100% free concert. These are people that are putting in their time for their passion, for the community. That's what we say around here. Well,
The root of the word amateur is love, amor.
there you go, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We don't need to do the outro again. You know who we are.
Hello, this is Parrot from Sierra Bright Dog Fly Fishing Guide Service, bringing you fresh QFR. No, QRF. That's right. Quick Report Fish for June 27th through July 3rd. Let's rip through it. Okay, Upper Owens, big fish, bigger flies. Use size 18. I know that's not big. Beta flashback pheasant tails, size 12 stoners. Okay, let's go over to Hot Creek Canyon. What are we doing in there? Size 18. Let's use beta flashback pheasant tails, size 18 olive quildagons. Okay, let's sneak into Crawley. Nymphing with midges in 20 to 25 feet of water. Blood midges, zebra midges, tiger midges. Well, let's finish up where? Bishop Creek Canal, Fred's favorite water. What are we doing in there? We're using size 18 beadhead flashback pheasant tails, size 18 tiger midges, zebra midges. Get out there, enjoy some fishing. This has been Fred from Sierra Bright Dog with the QRF for June 27th through July 3rd.
Hello, I'm Gabriel, and I'm playing Snotlout, who is, I think, the thinking man's hero.
Why would I read words?
Snotlout represents what a Viking should be. He's head first, he's brash, he's big. In his mind, the ultimate Viking.
I'll take care of this!
The priorities are very much like being cool, getting the girl, maybe training some dragons at some point, if he has time. I don't think I've ever been on something where everyone is so excited. It's being made by fans, but there's this really gorgeous beating heart under the whole thing. It's just magic.
Hey, big guy! Aren't you gonna, teach us something first? I believe in learning on the job!
When you look in the mirror, you see this old school cowboy. Why did Sonny Hayes come back to F1?
You say he was old, he not that old.
I never should have pulled you into this.
3 laps. 3 laps is a lifetime.
F1 the movie. Rated PG-13 in theaters June 27.
Oh my God.
This island was the research facility for the original Jurassic Park.
Any dinosaur is too dangerous.
We're left here.
Open the door! Sorry.
Jurassic World. Rated PG-13.